back and say, oh, well, there's too many of them. You know, remember what Crazy Horse used to do? He'd go up to the N.D. all by himself. He'd anchor himself down to the ground. He'd have a rope, and he'd anchor himself to the ground and stood his ground. There might be 30, 40 enemies surrounding him. Did he get up and run because he knew he was going to be outnumbered? No. He stood there and fought. It's better to go down fighting for something that you believe in than to turn around and give up so you can live another day. To me, that's a coward. Lakotas aren't cowards. We're warriors. We come from a warrior society. Look at these other warrior societies. Look at these Tongan guys over in Tonga or wherever they're from. You know, they're still warriors. They might be modern, they drive cars and they're on the computer, the internet. They're still warrior people though. They're proud warrior people. We need to be that again. We need to mend that circle. We need to be proud warriors again. We need to stop accepting things the way they are. You know, I've been working around Rapid City. I see a lot of our people, oh, well, that's just how it is. You know, I'm not going to fight it no more. We'll never win. We'll never get nowhere. You know, that's just how they are. No. Stand up. Say, hey, you know what? I ain't going to do this anymore. Enough already. You know, we've got to stand up for ourselves. We've got to stand, you know, look at these cops. They're just standing around there. You know, they're all just watching, just waiting for some reason to come and hook one of us up and haul us off. For what? That makes them big men, or they get their jollies off that, or what? You know, why do they do that? We have rights. We have just the same rights as any white guy downtown Rapid City.
Yeah. Yep.
The exact same rights. And we're no less than they are, but we're treated less. I told that news guy, I told him, I said, if you're not going to tell our story, then leave. I don't want you here. Because everybody in other states and other countries are hearing our story. The only ones aren't hearing our side of the story is South Dakota and North Dakota. And you know what I found out in the last couple of days? That Bismarck Tribune and the Rapid City Journal, I call it Racist City Journal, is owned by the same company. Imagine that, the Enterprises. They own both papers. So it makes sense. They're only telling their one side. Last night, and I'm going to cuss, I don't care. It really pissed me off when I came home last night and I seen the video that they showed them security guys from Texas. They're not even from here. They're from Texas. They came up here with their dogs and their mace, and they attacked our children and our elders and our weas, and they attacked our brothers and our sisters. And the news up there said, oh, well, the sheriff said that a couple of those security guys were injured and a couple of the dogs were injured and had to go to the hospital. They're lying. Look at the video. They were injured by their own goddamn dogs. We didn't do it. We didn't touch not one of them. And they showed one dog that had blood in his mouth because he bit one of our people. You know, but see, that's not the story the news tells. You know, they don't want to tell that story. So that's why I told those news people, if you're going to be here and you're going to tell this story, you're going to tell our story. If not, tomorrow morning I'm putting them on blast. And I'm going to rip them apart. And if Rapid City Journal was here, I didn't see Rapid City Journal here. They're going on blast tomorrow. You know, and I hope I really make them mad because I really don't care. You know, because we have a right to tell our side of the story. All these people around here, you know. Oh, gee, the Indians. Oh, you guys don't drink water? These white guys don't drink water around here? Maybe we should take a bunch of these jugs here and dump the water out and fill them up with a car oil and take it to them and say, here, drink this. Tell me what you think about that. You know. The other thing that I told that news reporter, I says, you know, the corporate guys say, well, it's more dangerous if we ship it by rail or ship it by truck. Really? it's easier to clean the oil on the ground than it is to clean it out of a river. How many times has an oil tanker or a train rail wrecked on a bridge and dumped its oil in the river? It hasn't happened. You know, like I said, you could clean the oil out of the ground, but some of these rivers that's had oil spills in them, they never come back. They're done. Because a lot of that algae that lives in that settlement at the bottom of those rivers, it sustains the fish and it sustains the ecological system of that river. And you kill that algae at the bottom of that river, it's a dead river. I seen a video last night. There was a river, I don't remember where it's from, but they had a bad oil spill about 10 years ago. And the guy was surprised he even caught a fish out of there, and when he pulled the fish out of the water, it was deformed. Why? Because the oil pipe broke underneath in the river. And they're going to tell us, oh, well, the oil pipes are safe. But yet they had one dump, 50,000 gallons of oil in the Yellowstone River in Montana just last month. It destroyed that river. It destroyed everything in there. The other thing, too, I read in the news is that this location where they're running the pipe originally was supposed to be by Bismarck. But they voted against it because they feared it would affect their drinking water. So hey, let's send it down to the res. What the hell kind of mentality is that? This is 2016. This ain't the roaring 1800s. You know, they want peace and unity and, oh, we should all be one people. Well, then step up. You're going to send that pipeline down so if it dumps on the reservation? What about Mobridge? When I was up in Cannonball a couple weeks ago, we stopped in at Mobridge, nice little town. You know, a lot of people from Mobridge are supporting the pipeline defenders up there, or the defenders up there. They're supporting them. Why? Because Mobridge is the biggest city that's going to be affected the most if that pipeline breaks. Lake Oahe, right down the road from there. All these big fancy high-dollar fishermen, these sports fishermen with the boats that cost more than my car or my house. You know, they go up there and they're sports fishermen, and you know, it's going to take that out. They should be right here with us. They should be standing with us, protecting their fishing hole. You know, and then you got Chamberlain down the road from there. So then you get this oil-saturated water down the Missouri River, and it goes over the spillways of these dams. What happens when it goes over the spillway? It mixes it up even more. At least floating on the water, the oil separates itself from the water. But it goes through the spillways on the dam, it mixes it back up into oil. So now it's killing everything down there strong again. Now why aren't there more people here? Why aren't there more people standing up with us? They should be, unless they drink oil. You know, I don't know, I never drank oil before. I think I had oil if I ate too much fry bread, and drink water after that. Little critical don't